what it says, that he may run that reads it, not he may run that writes it. The one who writes it may not run, but the one who reads it, who keeps revisiting that vision, what God told you, there is energy that comes when you open the book again and look at what he told you. What he told you in 2008, what he told you in 2009. The book may be old, but the vision is still fresh. If you can open that old book, that old iPad, see what he told you. You were more discerning than you are now for some of you when he told you. You can trust what he told you because the things that deadened his voice were not yet in your life. You can trust the purity of what you had that time. Are we together now? Most likely that time you were still poor. Most likely that time you were not married yet. Most likely that time you still had needs. There were obvious needs that made your retreat pure. It was true. The deception of fame have not distracted your hearing. Write the vision. It says he will run that reads it. Many of us are priding in the fact that we've written, but we've not read it. It is impossible to keep reading and then remain complacent. I still visit my old notes today, and sometimes I am flattered by the level of discernment and accuracy receiving some of the things that God said. I wonder how I got to receive those things. I know, because now, knowing what I know the kind of alignment that would have brought those prophetic words. I now know that it was truly mercy. Are we together? Let me tell you this. There are many of you, if you took what God told you that you wrote, if you read it and revisited it, your life would have been greatly enhanced till now. What most of you do is you write it and then give others to read it, but you don't read it yourself. You will tell people the stories. I know what God told me. I am a kingdom financier. I know what God told me, that there is an apostle within this frail vessel. There is a prophet within this frail vessel. Are we together? The reason why you have not sustained the grace to submit to the disciplines that make for that prophecy to manifest is because you stop reading it. Some of you don't even know where the notebooks are. I learned from Dr. Miles Monroe before he went to be with the Lord. He said his office would seldom have awards. He's received all kinds of awards in his lifetime, but he said that he doesn't put too much of those awards. And I learned that from him quite honestly. I have received a number of awards in my life, and I'm very grateful. I don't know where some of them are. Some of them are still wrapped. I've not even opened them. A few of them are in my office just because of space. But I make sure that I'm not tempted to stand there and look. I pass as I go to sit.